Hey there everybody, it's Lance with Love to Hate, back again with another unboxing video. This time I am going to be opening up Netflix The Queen's Gambit, the board game. And so this is a game that obviously takes place after the very popular Netflix show The Queen's Gambit, which was all about chess. And this is not exactly chess. This is like a variant of chess of sorts. Different rules. This is a game for 2 to 4 players, so that's unusual in and of itself. Let's go ahead and open it up, and I'm going to show you what's inside of this box. All right, so there you can see the front cover of the box, and you have Beth Harmon. Obviously, that's the look of the Queen's Gambit there. Very popular image of what you see from her in the game or in the show when she's playing chess, staring down her opponent. On the back of the box here, it says The Queen's Gambit. Wonder what it would be like to experience chess like the extraordinary Beth Harmon. Beth's ability to envision chess moves on her ceiling enabled her to clear her opponent's pieces from the board and defeat them. In The Queen's Gambit, the board game, you compete with other players to claim pieces and points from the board. Each turn you can move your gambit like a different chess piece, but you'll have to plan ahead like Beth if you want to outwit your opponents and win the game. 2 to 4 players, ages 12 and up, about 15 minutes, and this is from Mixlore, which right here it says published by Asmodee Group, so Mixlore I think is probably a part of Asmodee. So let's go ahead and open this up. The design here is by Matthew Ladon, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. And let's see what we have inside. Alright, so right off the bat we have the rule book here, and this rule book is not very thick at all. I think it's maybe only about 5 or 6 pages long, so this should be a fairly easy game to learn. That's it, that's all the rule book. And let's see our board, which we're going to get a picture of Beth on the back side of the board. That's really cool. And our board looks like a chessboard. So there you go. And our pieces. Now these are chipboard. You punch these out. And they're fairly thick, good quality. They come out very easily. They're not going to rip or anything like that on you. You do have some unusual pieces here. Beth's silhouette is going to be on some of the pieces. You do have knights, rooks, bishops, kings and queens, and pawns. So there you go. And we've got some cards here. So these cards are going to have you know what the different pieces do. So it's going to give you some chess background here. Some info if you're not familiar with how the chess pieces work. And I'm not exactly sure what this is all about, but you've got 4 of these cards here. They're front and back. So there you go. And we have some more cards. And I believe these are going to be the cards that tell you what your gambit piece is allowed to move as. And you play these cards from your hand, if I understand the game correctly. And that is where the strategy comes in, because your opponents aren't going to necessarily know what your piece is going to activate as, how it's going to move and pick up other things around the board. And so there's Beth's picture, and so you get different players cards here. I believe you've got green, blue, red, and yellow, so 4 sets of player cards here. And the last thing I see in the box are going to be the player pieces. It looks like this comes in a plastic bag, and each of these are wrapped in tissue paper. That's quite unusual. I don't know that I've ever seen that before. This is more like a plastic wrap, not tissue paper, but... All right, so there is the red queen. And This is going to be the green queen. And these pieces are made out of wood, painted wood. They do have felt on the bottom, so it's going to move nice across the board. They're not weighted or anything like that. These feel fairly light, but they're good quality, I would say. So there you go. There's the blue one, and I imagine this to be the yellow one. There we go, which this is actually more like a creamy white. It's not exactly yellow like the player cards were. But there you have it. Those are our pieces there. That is what you get inside of the box. There is a little bit of an insert, nothing underneath the insert. So there you go. This insert looks like you can use this center part right here maybe to hold your cards, perhaps, and you can put the rest of the other stuff on the sides, or maybe you can put the cards over here. That looks more like that's what you'd want to do, and maybe put your pieces here in the middle and these bigger cards on this side. So there you go. That's how that works. All right, so there you have it. That was what was inside the Queen's Gambit, the board game from Netflix. And so let us know what you think in the comments about this, if you're excited to see how this plays. We'll see if we can do a playthrough video on this. We'll do a review for sure in the near future, so be on the lookout for that. If you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and the bell so you can be notified of all of our great new content. I'm Lance, and this is Love to Hate, where we try to bridge the gap between gamers and non-gamers. We'll catch you next time.